Welcome to the Outer Rim. My name is Jamie, and on my channel I make Star Wars themed props for my annual Halloween display. So I was recently at Toshi's station. I was looking for some power converters for my land speeder, and I came across this function keypad made by the Carillion Engineering Corporation. It was just 25 credits. I had no idea what I was going to do with this thing, but I could not resist buying this. My first task was to put on a coat of primer and then a few coats of black paint. I added masking fluid to some of the edges and then put a few final coats of metallic silver paint. When that was dry, I rubbed off the masking fluid to create a chipped paint look. Next, I wanted to see if I could illuminate all of the push buttons. So I began applying power from a 9-volt battery to various terminals until I could decipher how they were wired. This thing is so old it uses incandescent bulbs behind the buttons. After I got all the push button lights wired, I tried powering them with various power supplies I had on hand. However, the light was either too faint or would flash. Not knowing exactly how much voltage and current it would take to run these lights, I purchased a variable voltage power supply. Then I turned it on and slowly increased the voltage until I got the desired light levels. While I was working on this, it dawned on me that this would make a really cool 32-button soundboard for my Millennium Falcon build. I've recently found a new sound card I like. It has 8 trigger ports, so it would take 4 of these cards to create the sounds for all 32 buttons. My next dilemma was how to combine the outputs of the 4 sound cards so that they could all be played through a single amplifier and speaker. My strategy was to connect the 4 sound cards to the buttons, then connect the sound cards to a 4-channel mixer. That would be output to an amplifier connected to speakers. I made up some special audio cables with 1/8 inch mono mini jack on one end and an RCA connector on the other end. This worked as expected. To label all the buttons, I came up with the idea to make a custom overlay printed on a sheet of vinyl sticker paper. I carefully measured the layout of the buttonholes on the panel and made a quick template to test the placement. After a minor tweak, I printed it out and applied it to the faceplate. Once I got it in place, I sprayed it with 3 coats of clear acrylic to seal it and help it stay put. Next, I added a small surface mount speaker to the top, which will play an ambient radio chatter sound loop. I drilled an access hole at the back for the power cords and audio cables, then added a panel mount female power connector. After several tedious sessions of soldering and labeling and connecting all the wires, it was finally time to give it a test. These 2 orange rows, this one is weapons and this one does alerts. And then these 2 rows are kind of engine sounds, and then these are other ship sounds and miscellaneous sounds, and then these are voice clips. The top row here is Han Solo, and this bottom row is Chewbacca. So let's give it a try. Let's shoot off this detonator. Oh yeah. Those are weapons. Coming up on Alderaan.
Chewie, get us out of here! I got a bad feeling about this. Great kid! Don't get cocky!
Alright, time to evacuate. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, and if you like this project, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you want to see more Star Wars content like this. And please come back to the Outer Rim where anything is possible.